Hi Collective, welcome back for another channeled message of what Spirit wants you to know right now. If you're new, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. If you're turning star family, how you doing? It's your girl, Lady Leo. We're going to dive into the energies. Be sure to hit the like button so you can dive in with me. All right, y'all, we're going to go ahead and start by cleansing and setting the space. As always, I've got a torch this time, so we shouldn't have any problems. But I do got the eucalyptus, so it might take just a second. Hi, Paul. Hi, Virgin. What's going on, Virgin Islands? Hi, Demon Hunter. Thanks for the loves and all that love and light back to you, Tom's 10. We get it started early, huh? There we go. Oh, yeah. We got a good burn. Cleanse your energy. Good juju for you. Cleanse my energy. Good juju for me. We're going to protect with some Palo Santo. So, this reading is for divine feminine, divine masculine energy update. Venus has entered Leo, so we're going to get the tea on the love sector, okay? All right, please tell me what's going on with me and Ashley. Please, I need a quick answer. I'm going through a lot with her. You want to get in line for a reading, boo-boo? I got one in line. It's 33 for a love reading. Thoughts, feelings, intentions. If you're interested, CashApp, Venmo, PayPal at ladyleospiritual. Protect your energy. Protect my energy. We can get the tea on it. Okay. All right, we're going to call in spirit real quick, okay? Y'all ready? By the way, everything that I do is infused with Holy Fire Reiki. If that's something that you're interested in, all you have to say is, Spirit, I'm open and willing to receive. If not, Spirit, I respectfully decline. We ain't got to make it funny, okay? All right, y'all, let's call in spirit. God, Source, Universe, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, council of light, ascended masters, and all other benevolent beings of light of the third heaven and higher, I ask that you shield us in a holy, divine, white light of protection, shield our space, our energy, and this stream from any outside negative energies, entities, and a whole. It is not allowed here, Spirit. I ask that you aid, guide, and support me in channeling the best and highest message for the collective during this time mode to be. Thank you, Spirit. Whew. Okay, here we go. All right, y'all, like I said, we're checking out the lovey-dovey energies. I promise I can't tonight, but I will tomorrow. Just give me some quick heads, or please give me some. Look, if you can't energy exchange, that's how this works. There's a lot of other people that pull cards for free. I don't. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I put a lot of time and hours to master what it is that I do. So, you can get in line or not. Don't make shit to me. Best and highest messages here, Spirit. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear regarding love? What's in the overall energy here, Spirit? What's in the overall energy? I ain't with the okie doke, y'all. I ain't with the okie doke. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt to prove it. Okay, you can send it tomorrow and I can do your reading tomorrow. There's people that paid and they're in line. Hi, The Real. How you doing, The Real? What's going on? All right, here we go. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Okay, so you may know this person. The energy that it is picking up on. Give me some more, Spirit. Overall energy for love. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Okay. So someone may need to give their relationship a chance. They may be worried that this could be unrequited love. We're going to keep digging though. We're going to get the tea. What else is here? I'm so glad that you're doing good. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. What else is here? What I tell you, new love. Yeah, see, this may be a newer relationship. Give your relationship a chance. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Also, y'all, I'm trying not to focus on the past person, your past peoples, but there's been a lot of them interjecting themselves into your readings, into your energy, okay? So that could be part of what it is, too. You're supposed to give this new opportunity or the current relationship that you're in a chance. You could have a past person that's all up your ass still, okay? That could be them. I'm trying not to focus on that, though. I'll do briefly but we ain't making this whole reading about the past person. So there's new love, okay? New romantic. In retreat, it's time to disconnect from the world. So you may need to have some more alone time, or your person wants some more alone time with you. Give me one more. Give me one more, Spirit. That's a lot. Flirt. Somebody wants to flirt with you. They want to express themselves. Thank you. And codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic love life. Okay, so if you feel like you codependent on your person, that's your reminder to work on that codependency, okay? You go, just because this person isn't up your butt, just because that they're not giving in to the old way of being or what it is that you're used to, doesn't necessarily mean that you have to call this person 25 times. You have to show up at their work. Picking up what I'm throwing down. You're going to wake up tomorrow with air in your lungs. Ain't nobody shriveling up like a raisin and unaliving, okay? Hi, how you doing, love? Okay, let's pull some more. Where are we going? Give me one of these. Hi, Bo. What's going on, Bo? Bo, I was scrolling through my inbox and I saw where you said something about looking for a reading. Did you ever find it? I was just skimming through, so I didn't have time to like go in and like really like get a good eyeball on it. But if you haven't found it, I'll go back and look. All right, Spirit, give me one more. Or give me one from this deck. I'm going to just take one from this deck. It gave me two. Okay, Spirit. Addictions came out again. Okay, so if you're somebody who struggles with codependency, okay, maybe the person that it is that you're in a relationship with, or your person, whatever that looks like for you. Okay, you put your peoples where they go. You know your situation better than I do. I'm just reading the energy. There could be some like codependency issues here, okay? Now, if that's you and you're aware of that, this is your reminder to take a moment and work on that. That could be mucking up the energy. If it's your person, maybe you need to have a conversation about it, okay? But there's nothing else that you can do other than that, right? We can only aid, guide, and support people in their healing. We can't do it for them. Hi, Vinpot. You think you did? Okay. All right. And then we have ghosted. Could be even somebody's ghosting their codependencies here, okay? Maybe that's what the codependency is coming out for too, okay? So for others of you, there's a lot going on in the energy, y'all. For others of you, it could be that someone's ghosting you or you feel like you need to ghost someone, okay? So this could have to do with like go do your own research, right? But this could have to do with like being like a attachment, like what's the attachment styles? Avoidant. You may be in a relationship with an avoidant, or maybe you're the avoidant. Does that make sense? You picking up what I'm throwing down? Hi, Bake. How you doing, love? All right, and we have social media at the bottom of the deck. Spying, online dating, reminiscing, and networking. Okay, so maybe you met this person online, or there's definitely somebody spying in the energy. Maybe you're spying on each other. That happens a lot. All right, I'm going to leave that there. We're going to pull some tarot on it. I got my cute little lovey-dovey kitty cat deck. Let's see what we got going on here. Best and highest, bitch. How you doing? By the way, if you didn't know, you didn't hear it yet, I got my website back up and going. Lady Leo Spiritual is back in full throttle. I tickle pink, y'all. They tried to take me out. They tried to take me out again. But anyway, so if y'all want a private services, I've got private readings on there. I have astrology chart readings on there. I've got decks. I've got hex and curse removals. If you feel like somebody hexed your ass, I'm going to help lift that and break that hex. Okay, if you want money manifestation, if you need some blockages, you need some energy to help support those blockages in money and abundance, I've got a ritual for that on there that you can get. And I also have cord cutting ritual that you can get if you feel like you've got a lot of like attachments. You kind of need to cut those cords. That'll help support you in doing that as well. Okay. All right. Best and highest messages here. Hi, Yvonne. How you doing, Yvonne? I'm in a relationship with an avoidant, and so I believe he spies. See, that's the thing with avoidance, y'all. I'm both. I'm just disorganized. I'm confusing as hell. So I can get really attached, you know? But then at the same time, I can walk away and not say anything to you at all. So, Hi, Maggie. Hi, Haley. What y'all doing? Hey, friends. Okay, let's get back to this reading. I'm sorry. But yeah, attachment style. So that's important. When you're in serious, committed relationships, it's important for you to know your love language, know your person's love language. It's important for you to know your attachment style and your person's attachment style and vice versa. That way, when challenges, because challenges are going to arise, because there's no such thing as a perfect relationship, right? Y'all can work through it and not keep doing the karmic shit that you did with the past people. Pick it up and going down. Does that make sense? All right, here we go. That's a nice message here. What's the overall energy for love? The Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Picking up on feminine earth energy here. Okay. Possible Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is showing up as somebody is, if you're not already in this committed relationship, you're showing up as solid. Okay. This is about success, fertile for growth, established. Knowing your value, knowing your worth. It's a positive card. Look at all the yellow in the background here. And then you see like the greenery around here. This is representing growth. Okay, she's got the castle in like right here in view. Okay, so this is someone who's either self-made or just successful at whatever it is that you do to bring abundance to yourself. You're reliable, you're dependable, you're grounded, you're secure. Okay, you're beautiful on the outside and the inside, right? Energetic. You're auric field. Okay, what else is here? Dang, that came right. The Magician. Whoo, y'all. Gemini showing up here on the table. So this is about alchemy. Okay, this is powerhouse energy. So you may be manifesting something here. All right, let's do two more. Let's do two more, Spirit. Two more shuffles. Hi, Anthony. How you doing? Just finished work. 5:19 here in New Zealand. Oh my gosh, really? It's 12:21 here in Mississippi. 3-3, by the way. 3-3, master manifestors. Master builders. May have somebody who may want to manifest. Somebody could be trying to manifest you. Knight of Pentacles. This may be slow moving, or it's slower than what it is that you're used to. It's okay to take things slow. Right? Those relationships that move really fast, they fizzle out in about 3 months. Nobody took the time to nurture those, right? It was all based off of physicality. Surface level things. All right. Definitely working on manifesting. But 9 of Pentacles, so this may be moving a little bit slow. But it's worth the wait is what this means, okay? If you do what it needs to be done and nurture it, it's showing up. It could be very successful. Hi, Zach. What's going on, Zach? All right, Spirit. One more. Give me one more shuffle here. Overall energy for love. Temperance and the High Priestess. Sagittarius and Pisces. Okay, so starting off with Temperance. This is about union. It's about harmony and balance. It's about patience. Okay. I'm hearing love is patient, love is kind. Also, this is my St. Michael card. Okay, St. Michael in all four corners. Look at this too. You see how, like, this cat has got one paw in the water and one paw out. Okay, so there's something about balancing between, finding the balance between something. And then we had the High Priestess. Okay. I don't know that you're talking to this person. All right, so if this is a new connection, there could be some sort of stall on communication. All right, there's a lot about intuition here and mysticism. All right, there's some sort of intuitive, somebody may be called by spirit or led. You could feel like you're led to this person by spirit. It could be very spiritual connection. All right, there could be some sort of telepathic communication here with the High Priestess showing up. A lot about knowledge. And I say spiritual because Pisces and Sagittarius are both like the most spiritual zodiac signs, just like with the energy, with those constellations. You know, they're the most spiritual out of all of them. So it's just interesting that both of them are showing up here. And they're both major arcana. So this is like life events. This isn't like day-to-day stuff. This is like major life events happening, major life experiences. right? So your intuition may even be telling you that it's time for union, time for harmony, time for balance. Okay, this could be about, this is your other half, you know, especially with this Temperance card showing up here. All right, what else, Spirit? What's the situation for love? Hi, Miss Phoenix, how you doing? By the way, y'all, I've got live personals open. I've got one person in line. I've got Krista in line for a love reading. CashApp, Venmo, PayPal. At Lady Leo Spiritual. $11 for mini, $22 for career, $33 for love, and $44 for extended. Okay, here we go, Spirit. What's the situation? The Queen of Cups. Matters of the heart. Emotion. Expressing emotion. Heart's desire. Tell me about this Queen of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Feminine water energy. We got two queens on the table, by the way. Tell me about this Queen of Cups. King of Swords. Okay. If this is a newer connection, somebody's holding back, okay, on an emotional level. Maybe you're stirring emotions in this person. Maybe this person's stirring emotions in you. Maybe y'all are mirroring each other, okay? But there's a lot of like being reserved here, okay? Very observant. If there is a whole lot of communication, it's kind of like to the point type of communication right now. Yeah, Seven of Wands. Somebody's guarded. Somebody's being really guarded. Tell me about the King of Swords. We got masculine, air energy, possible Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Tell me about the King of Swords. Hi, Liz Richards. I'm doing okay, Miss Phoenix. Anytime I show up here, you know I got to be doing all right. All right, Six of Wands. This person may want to communicate, though, okay? I feel like if this is you, this is them, or maybe both of y'all want to communicate honestly what emotions are. Okay, good. But there's something here that holds either you or this person back from expressing fully what's on the heart, matters of the heart. Okay, but it's also showing me here that someone may want attention here. Okay, they may say, you know, they want to win a victory, or right? They hold you in high regard. Maybe you hold this person in high regard. This connection could get a whole lot of attention. But there is some sort of honest communication that it is that either you or your person are wanting to have about the emotions. What's the challenge? Hi, Henry David. How you doing, Henry David? What's the challenge? Oh, that flipped over. I'm going to put it back in the deck. But it could possibly be moving on from the past. We got the King of Cups and the Sun when I split the deck, okay? We definitely got counterparts showing up. King of Cups is here. We got the Queen of Cups already on the table, right? So you could make this person really happy, okay? Or there could just be some sort of major clarity coming in about something, all right? Truth being had. It's also life force energy, all right? This connection could be one of those connections where you make each other feel very playful and very like make each other feel like teenagers again, you know? That fresh new love is exciting. You don't have all the life experience from being stabbed in the back by this one and that one and this one over there, right? What's the challenge? Thank you, Spirit. The Four of Swords. Healing may be taking place, okay? So if you feel like things have been a little rocky, it could just be that someone's taken the time to really heal themselves, okay? Something about isolation. Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Possible offer or gift. Give me one more on the challenge, Spirit. Tell me this about this Four of Swords. Why is the Four of Swords the challenge here? The Four of Cups. Uh-oh. And the Two of Pentacles. Okay, yeah. See, someone's spending a lot of time by themselves thinking about maybe that they're not good enough, or they're looking at the glass half empty, or there's something to do with perspective here. Two of Pentacles, but someone may be trying to balance this out, or there's an imbalance in the energy, and that's what the challenge is. Someone's spending a lot of time about they don't feel like they're worthy of this, or they're being pessimistic about it. They could be having a hard time looking at things with an optimistic mindset, right? We saw the sun. Tell me about this Two of Pentacles. We're going to check this, okay? We're going to see if this is if you're being juggled, or hi, Magician, how you doing? Hi, Galactic Hot Dog, how you doing? But we're going to see if this is like you being juggled. So we got the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck, okay? So let's check this out real quick. Best and highest messages here. That's another thing, y'all. If y'all are dealing with, do your own research, please. If y'all are dealing with somebody who is more of a codependent attachment style, if you're not like up their butt or like feeding that codependency, best believe eventually they're going to find it somewhere else. Okay, that's why it's important for us to like know that about ourselves. And if we get in that energy, if you know that you're like more of a codependent type of person, don't be juggling people. Don't do that. If you're an avoidant, okay, and you know that about yourself, you need to have the conversation with the person to let them know when things get like serious, I kind of ghost a little bit. I need some time to process my emotions, right? And I need some time to like come out of my shell, okay? So depending on what side of the fence that you're on, if you're on one, there you go, okay? Tell me about this Two of Pentacles, Spirit. What is this Two of Pentacles? What is this imbalance? What's this juggling energy? Damn, we got a lot come out. Let's see what we got. The Nine of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Hermit. Okay. So there's only one energy showing up here. So I don't feel like this person's like really like juggling you, okay? They're not like in a whole full-blown relationship with you and in a whole another relationship over here, okay? It's not like that. This person, or maybe I'm going to read it as it's your person, okay? It could be you. Swap the roles how you see fit. This person's viewing you as someone who's single and willing to, or able to pursue. They see you as very accomplished, okay? They may even see you as independent. Page of Swords. This person may be looking at you and watching you, or gaining some sort of information or intel on you. But they do this in secret. So it could be about something that it is that they see. This person may even feel like you're entertaining other options, okay? So that could be part of it too. So again, put it where it fits. Don't make it fit. Most of y'all know exactly what's going on. I'm just confirming the shit that you already know. All right, Spirit. What's in the current energy? Current energy for love. Somebody might be a little obsessive. Okay, we got the double show. Oh, it came out. It came out. Somebody may be obsessed. Okay. Somebody may be a little bit Capricorn energy. Someone feels like they're losing control. All right, that could be part of it too. Someone's holding themselves back. Okay, maybe you're in a connection with somebody who goes all in with their person. You know. Uh-oh, y'all. We've got some activity on the baby monitor. Okay, we're good. Anyway, you could be dealing with somebody who knows themselves in that way. They could like really lose themselves in a relationship. Okay, so this person may be holding back just because they get really obsessive about their person. Okay, tell me about the Devil. Why is this here? Why is this here? The Five of Pentacles. Yeah, see, this person's like kind of, they're not feeling like they're going to be able to do something. Sometimes somebody's being pessimistic here. And they're needing to have strength to overcome their own fear. So this person may be trying to work through that, not allowing this fear to overpower them when it comes to this, okay? This person may be afraid that they're going to get left out in the cold, okay? So yeah, this is someone who has invested a lot into other relationships before, and they didn't have a whole lot to show for it, right? They could have been abandoned, or their trust was broken, you know? So strength is showing up here. Someone's trying to have the strength and the courage. Uh-oh. We're getting some distractions. cats. Y'all better behave. I'm going to stick y'all outside. You hear them hissing? Anyway, someone may be trying to have the confidence to invest into this. Okay, 7 of Wands. Yeah, someone's been guarded. We see it again with the 7 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Got the Chariot. You see, someone's trying to move through it. They're trying to move through it. See, this person got fucked up in their last relationship, or maybe you did. I could be talking about you, right? Like, they didn't come out unscathed, right? So this person's trying to let their guard down so that they can have the strength to be resilient and to keep on, to go towards what it is that they want, or to go towards what it is that they want. Thank you, Spirit. Give me one more. It gave me 2. The Empress and the 10 of Wands. Okay. This person could see you as an Empress here, all right? So this is all 4 queens in one. Don't get too caught up on the gender, all right? So this is someone who is abundant in the fact that they are fertile for growth. Okay, they're very intuitive and compassionate. They're successful. They're grounded. They're intelligent. They're good at communicating. They're empathic, right? And this person may be trying to let go of the burden. This person feels like they don't measure up to you, or maybe you don't feel like you measure up to this person. What's in the energy coming towards this connection? We're about to get thoughts, feelings, and intentions in just a minute. Best and highest message for Spirit. What's the energy coming towards this connection? Dang, that came right out. Oh, shit. 5 of Wands. It's getting heated. So either there's a lot of competition here. So I'm not sure if it's you, the one with a lot of options, or this person that you're dealing with has a lot of options. But there's some sort of competition showing it. Tell me about the 5 of Wands. What is this? That could be another reason why this person's like trying to hold themselves back. Okay, they may be spying to see if you're like dealing with anybody else. 5 of Wands. Tell me about this 5 of Wands. Oh shit, 4 of Pentacles. I told you. Someone feels like they can't give, or they're holding something on reserve. Someone's holding themselves back from this. 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, from this union, from this connection. That's the truth. Ace of Swords. There needs to be conversation. Somebody needs to say something. Energy coming towards this connection. The 2 of Swords and the 8 of Wands. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, there's a lot of competition here. So someone's holding back. Okay. They're keeping something on reserve. Right. So this is the 2 of Swords, which is talking about someone's being indecisive. They're not sure which way to go because of lack of clarity, lack of information, lack of knowing. But then someone's like makes a decision, okay? Because then they decide to take some sort of fast, passionate action towards what, Spirit? Towards what? The 4 of Wands. And the Fool. Okay, yeah, see? There just needs to be a little time here, okay? 4 of Wands. I just said that. Some sort of union, possible commitment. Maybe y'all are moving in together. Maybe y'all are tying the knot, okay? Whichever it is, it's kind of like taking the next step in the relationship. All right, the Fool. Taking a blind leap of faith towards something new, right? Again, this could be led by Spirit. This connection may be like no other connection that you've ever had. Okay, the person that you're dealing with may be very different from anybody that you've ever dated or been in a connection with, right? There's something that's fresh, it's different, it may even be non-conventional, okay? Some of it may even be taboo. The 2 of y'all could be really different in a lot of ways, okay? There could be an age difference, some sort of like spiritual beliefs could be different, okay? Origin, race, economic class, right? Upbringing. Something here is very different about the 2 of you. All right. External conflicts. What's the external conflicts here when it comes to this connection? the Six of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles is the challenge. Okay. So something about a solid offer and equal give and take here. Okay. So external conflicts. Either you or this person could be tied up, or there's something to do with not being able to give equally. Why? Why is this the external conflict? Could be a child. Children could be in the mix here with the Page of Pentacles showing up. Sometimes that represents children. Nine of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. Could be one more on this. Why is the Page of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles a challenge? The Eight of Swords, King of Cups, and Judgment. Okay. Someone's in their head. Paralysis by analysis. Someone's like overthinking the situation here. Okay, that they're making issues where there's not really a whole lot. It's not anything that could be worked through or talked through. Okay, so this person could just be like juggling with themselves. Okay, then we have the King of Cups. Right, this is a lot about expressing emotions here. Okay, so yeah, someone's holding back from expressing themselves, and this deck, this King of Cups is sitting on concrete. Okay, so he could be really reserved when it comes to emotions. Okay, whether you're this King of Cups, like if you're female, however you identify as. Okay, we're just personifying the energy here. Okay, he could be dealing with the masculine water sign. Right, then we have Judgment here. Right, so this is like someone needs to surrender, to give it to God, Source, Universe, whatever that looks like for you, right? Spirit, take the wheel moment. What will be, will be. I'm taking a risk, and I'm leaving it up to Spirit. This is meant to be. Great. If not, you're learning something out of it, okay? It's kind of like having the perspective of giving it to God, whatever that looks like for you, okay? Now, if we're dealing with masculine water sign, all right, it's important for the two of you to make sure that you're creating some sort of emotional safety there for each other. Okay, and this usually starts with the masculine in the relationship. That's the truth. Something about tradition here, okay? All right, Spirit. What about the strengths? What's the strengths in this connection? Hi, Catherine Hay. How you doing, Catherine Hay? Look at the strength. Strengths in this relationship. Oh my goodness. All right, we have Justice, the Ten of Cups, the Moon, and the Queen of Swords. So the strengths have to do a lot with balance and harmony, okay? Both of you could be divorced or from previous relationships, previous committed relationships here. All right, but there's something about balance showing up here, okay? Venus energy is Libra, okay? That's Libra and Taurus. So those energies talk about, especially Libra energy talks about the duality of things, yin and yang, okay? But a lot about this balancing out masculine and feminine energy. Now, the sort of truth here, all right, this talks about communication. We had the Ten of Cups, which is ultimate happiness. So communication, keeping things balanced, having light heart, okay, lighthearted here, is bringing ultimate emotional fulfillment here and happiness. So there's a lot of emotional happiness here, all right? We have the Moon showing up. Okay, so the strength is being patient and waiting on the right information. Okay, so there's something that maybe hasn't come to surface or to light just yet. There's a lot showing up here in the energy about needing to express emotions. The Moon can rule the emotions. All right, maybe I'll share a moon sign, or there's something. There could be something significant about a moon sign. We have the Queen. It could be Libra, could be Cancer, could be Pisces, could be Capricorn. Hey, don't bully. Hey, don't bully her. May have to go break up a cat fight, y'all. Okay, then we have the Queen of Swords here. This is about direct and assertive communication. So a lot about speaking honestly, okay? About communicating clearly about what expectations are, about what intentions are, those sorts of things, okay? Because y'all, isn't that frustrating? When you're in a connection or you're getting ready to get in a connection and the other person isn't honest about what their intentions are, or what that is that they're wanting. They tell you that they want this, this, and this, and their intentions are this, this, and this, and it's the complete opposite. So you invest, and then that's not what it is. We've got the sun showing up at the bottom of the deck, okay? So again, with this very fun and lightheartedness energy coming through here, life force energy, clarity, truth. And this is a big deal, whatever this clarity is, okay? It's the sun. It's one of the best cards that you can get in tarot, you know? So even if it's just not talking about things are all like, you know, happy-go-lucky, sunshines and rainbow, it's saying that there's a lot of clarity coming in, a lot of truth being shed here. And it's a big deal, whatever this information is, this enlightenment. Okay, I'm actually going to leave this on the table. Got the Knight of Wands after that. So someone's definitely attracted. Okay, so there's a lot of attraction here. This person maybe, there's a lot about someone's holding themselves back. Okay, Spirit. The Star. Someone's trying to figure out and plan on how to get from point A to point B. Okay. Point B being the stars. Okay. So this could be very healing. All right. There's something about something that's miraculous here. Someone could have prayed for this connection. Right. And y'all, when we're trying to manifest our person, it's important for us to be in the energy that it is that we want to attract. Okay. So if you want someone who's committed, who's dedicated, who's lovable, who's kind, who is expressive, who is healed, right? You have to be all those things already to meet your vibrational match, okay? So there's something here where maybe y'all are matching each other and both of y'all could be a little bit insecure about this connection, okay? There just could be a lot that's unknown or a lot to be learned yet. It's just important for the two of you to be important about, it's important for the two of you to be very clear about intentions and what it is that you want for the future. All right, Spirit, best and highest messages. If you've been in a connection for a while, maybe this is your reminder that you need to sit down from time to time and like see if anything has changed there, right? Because we evolve over time, things happen, right? And as we go on our journeys, sometimes we don't resonate with a certain thing anymore, right? So y'all need to be open to have those conversations. So maybe both of y'all can adapt together. You can grow through it together, right? Doesn't necessarily mean that it's null and void, it's over, you know. The Lovers at the bottom of the deck. It's got a lot of potential here, you know. And like I said, we've got some challenges, okay? We've got some issues to work through, you know. But it's showing up as the Lovers. Bottom of the deck. All right. Give me some spiritual advice before we move on to the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine's thoughts, feelings, and intentions for each other. We got the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Cups. What did I tell you about the attraction? All right. Someone sees you as a wish fulfillment. All right. We've got the Queen of Wands here. Looking good, smelling good, feeling good. All that and a bag of chips. Crazy, sexy, cool. Okay. This person can just like stare at you for a while. Right. They just like the way that you look. They love how magnetic you are. Right. You could get a lot of attention, or maybe this is the way that you feel about this person. Okay. But we've got the Nine of Cups. This person wants to overindulge here. Right. So there's a lot of physical chemistry. And that can be a little bit daunting too, right? Because that's where karmic relationships can really start like that too, right? This could be hot and heavy. There's a lot of chemistry. There's a lot of physical attraction, you know. But there's something here that's more than meets the eye. There's more beneath the surface here. And that could be really intimidating, especially if neither one of y'all are planning on being in a committed relationship. The Wheel of Fortune, y'all. Spiritual jackpot energy. Wheel turning in your favor. Good luck. Fate, destiny. Hierophant. Possible. There is. There's something. This person could be older than. There's an age difference here. That's twice that's come out. So if it's not an age difference, it may even be maturity or experience or something like that. Okay. So I'm not sure. Three Swords at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, someone's dealt with some serious heartache or betrayals in past relationships. Give me one more. Give me one more, Spirit. All right, so I'm going to let the chat decide. Are you more interested in the Divine Feminine's energy first, or do you want to check out the Divine Masculine's energy first? Y'all got to let me know. Give me one more here, Spirit. And I'll look at that first. One more. The Nine of Swords and the Lovers is coming out. Oh my goodness. So this is where we're ending this overall energy here. All right. So someone is trying to adapt and overcome hardships and situations here. Okay. Someone really wants to come in and communicate. So someone's holding themselves back. When we have the Lovers. Okay. So yeah, this is very cosmic. All right. This is very spiritual connection here. Right. This is like two halves. All right. Two peas in a pod, if you will. Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck, but patience is needed. Okay, patience is needed in this situation. Masculine energies. All right, y'all. Y'all got it. We're going to check the masculine first. So where am I going to check the masculine energy first? Now we use this deck. We're going to use this deck for masculine. We're going to use this real pretty pink foily deck for the feminine. Okay, it's got like, it's all like, see, it's shimmery. We'll use this OG deck for the masculine. All right, Spirit, starting off with masculine energy, I split the deck and someone's trying to take this fast passionate action towards their Empress, right? We already saw that in the main energy. All right, what's the overall energy of the masculine here? Overall energy of the divine masculine. Queen of Wands. So yeah, this person's definitely finding you very attractive. Okay, crazy, sexy, cool. Right, this person may just like to watch you in your own element. All right, I say that because she's holding the element of fire here. Okay, this person may think that you have healing hands. Okay, so yeah, this person may want you to like give them a back rub, or there's something about your, they think that you have healing hands here. Okay, this person finds you very intuitive. This person may find you something about some sort of forbidden something, or they find you as taboo, right? This person may be freaked out by your intuition. Lots of fire here, though. All right, tell me about this, Spirit. Tell me about this masculine. What's the masculine's energy? Give it to me straight, Spirit. Tell me about this masculine's energy. All right, we've got the Page of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and Justice. A second Justice is showing up here, okay? So something about law and order. Could be about court matters, all right? It could be something about the legal system. Okay, but anyway, we're starting this off with Page of Wands. Okay, so someone wants to come and be really flirty or exciting. This person may want to invite you out. All right, or so have some sort of good news that they want equal give and take. They want balance, right? Y'all remember I talked about this card, right? It's got to be equal give and take, or it mucks up the energy and causes blockages, and then it turns into bueno, okay? Then we have Justice here, right? So here's this harmony and balance once again, okay? Somebody may want to speak something up, right? Or something about cutting through illusions, or they want to express the truth, okay? I'm hearing, I need to know. I need to know. Tell me, baby girl, 'cause I need to know. Who sings that song? Is that Enrique? Is that Enrique Iglesias? I don't remember. I know members. I need to know. I need to know. Tell me, baby girl, 'cause I need to know. That's all I'm hearing. That's the only part of the song I'm hearing. Okay. That's a nice message, Spirit. Tell me about this divine masculine. How do they view the feminine? How does this masculine view the feminine? Damn. Okay. Y'all. We've got the Tower, the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. Goodness gracious. Y'all, this person views you as a tower moment. Okay, I don't think this person was expecting this at all. This is like life-altering transformation happening here. We have the Eight of Swords. This person may be viewing you as going through a tower moment, okay? Or something about your transformation or going through it. And it could have you like, this person views you as being stuck in your head. So this person's almost viewing you like you're the one holding back. This person sees you slowly moving towards some sort of healing, okay? In isolation, some sort of spiritual recovery here. So it's almost like this person views you as been through a lot or going through a lot. And trying to release yourself from something and moving towards some sort of healing or some sort of rejuvenation. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This person may see you as maybe you're the one that got out of a really nasty relationship, or maybe you've been like just hurt really bad. Okay, this person sees that. All right. How's this person feel? How's this person feel in their heart about this feminine? How's this person feel in their heart about this feminine? All right, we've got Temperance and the Sun. Are you serious? We've seen these already in the overall energy. You think it's him? Hi, I'm Kat Vincent. How you doing? So this person may see you as their other half, all right, that they can, something about patience. So you could be testing this person's patience, or maybe they feel like like something about patience is needed, all right, but then they see you as happiness. They feel some sort of joy when they're around you, when they're looking at you, when they're thinking about you. Seven of Wands. This person also feels like you're guarded. This person's saying that you're the one that's being guarded. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. Okay. This person, this person may feel like you're juggling. You have someone else in the mix. Or this person sees you trying to get your priorities in order. Put it where it fits. Don't make it fit. Okay. Masculine. I see you as the Sun, though. Ultimately, that's the first card that came out. Right? You could light up this person's whole world. Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This person may want to give a love offer. Or they're trying to get some sort of confidence to give some sort of love offer. All right, Spirit. Give me one more. How does this person feel in their heart about this feminine? The Fool! And the Ten of Pentacles. This person may want to take a chance here, okay? You could be dealing with someone who's like, they don't commit. They haven't, maybe they've been in an energy where they haven't really thought about or wanted to settle down, okay? Because there's something here that's, I may even be both of y'all, but I'm just getting this not ready. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I was hearing Cat Williams. Maybe somebody likes Cat Williams. I don't know. All right, Spirit. Yeah. Something about intuition here. Persevering the matter. Okay, Spirit. What's this masculine's intentions for this feminine? What's this masculine's intentions for this feminine? Dang, this is specific. Oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, the way it fell out on the table. Hold on. We've got the Ten of Wands, all right? So this person's getting ready to, we saw this earlier. This masculine intends on leaving behind the past, giving up these heavy burdens to move forward here, possibly with the solid offer, a Page of Pentacles. So this is showing up as like newer relationship. It's more recent. If you've met this person, if not, this you wouldn't have experienced this just yet, okay? But this is how this is this person's intentions, right? So they're getting ready to give this offer, or they're giving up, they intend to give up these burdens to come towards you with some sort of solid offer, okay? They may be expressing emotions here, or it's almost like they're walking into the unknown, okay? So this person may be overcoming some sort of fear and walking into the unknown, okay? This person may be getting ready to express their emotions, okay? Because I feel like this person's drowning in it. They're drowning in their emotions for you, okay? And again, remember that we had a lot of that King of Cups energy showing up with this other card. And in this deck, this person doesn't express very freely what it is that's on their heart. It's not easy for this person. They have to feel safe. But anyway, then we had the Ace of Wands. So there's a lot of physical attraction here, okay? This person intends on having some sort of passionate new beginning here with you, okay? This person may have been enlightened, all right? There's something happened here when it comes to you, and it's a big deal. Hearing the Pocahontas Colors of the Wind song. Have you ever heard the wolf cry in the moon-colored room? Okay. This is also my ancestors card, so I'm not sure if this is just like picking up on somebody with some sort of like indigenous background or if this is just ancestral. Or ask the grinning bobcat why he grins. Can see another mountain. Maybe you bring the color into this person's life. Maybe this person intends to bring color into your life, right? Put it where it fits, don't make it fit, y'all. All right, Spirit. How about this masculine? How's this masculine taking action towards this feminine? How's this masculine taking action towards this feminine? Oh my goodness. The World, the Ace of Cups, the 10 of Cups, and the 9 of Cups. Holy shenanigans, y'all. Oh, this 2 of Swords came out too. And the 2 of Wands. All right, so I think these actually came out before all these other ones. I didn't even notice that they fell. But, so this person's, here's this 2 of Wands, where someone was confused and wishy-washy and not sure what to do, all right? So it's like someone's taking action. It's like a decision that needs to be made. So they're planning on how to get from point A to point B. We saw this in the beginning of the overall energy. Okay, so this person's making a decision or trying to find clarity about how to get from point A to point B. They're trying to plan this out. They're trying to plan out how to come towards you, how to present something to you here, okay? Cycles ending, new ones beginning with the World, all right? Triumphant completion. So this is kind of like one of those energies where it's kind of in the in-between. Okay, so there's like a door closing from some sort of phase, relationship, healing state, whatever that looks like for you, okay? But this door isn't quite all the way open just yet, okay? So it's like someone's like in the in-between, in the hallway between 2 doors, okay? But anyway, cycle coming to an end, new one beginning. With new emotional fulfillment. This could be a new relationship happening. If it's not, it's this next phase of this relationship, okay? Ultimate happiness. This person wants ultimate happiness with you because you're their wish fulfillment. They also want to be your wish fulfillment. They want to make you happy. Okay, they want to make you feel like you're coming out of this treasure chest down here, like you found the treasure. I was hearing something about a pearl. This person could see you as like rare or a rare find. Right, pearls are in oysters, but not every oyster has a pearl. So something about you being of like, they see your value and they see your worth in like a way where like you're unique, or something about how rare you are, or something like that, okay? Like a treasure. They view you as like a treasure. Bottom of the ocean. Okay. Best and highest messages here. Someone's got the munchies, I think. All right, Spirit. What's this person's fears? This masculine. What's this masculine's fears when it comes to this connection? What are they afraid of? Oh, shit. The 3 of Swords and the Chariot. This person's afraid of, betrayal and abandonment here. Trust and abandonment. This person's scared, or they're fearful of being stabbed in the heart, okay? And being left behind. Stabbed and left for dead. All right. Yeah. See, someone's soul searching, or they're going within, or trying to find some sort of internal guidance when it comes to this connection, this union. Showing up as soulmate energy. What's this person's strengths? What's this person's strengths when it comes to this connection? Or their hopes? What are their hopes? What's this person's hopes when it comes to this connection? Solidarity, longevity, that it's going to stand the test of time, that it's going to be worth the effort, that it's the real deal, that it's going to flourish. Two of Cups came out of the deck. They want this to be the real deal. You know, that's what they hope for. So they're afraid of it being catastrophic. Maybe that's why they're looking at you like that, okay? Because the energy's intense, right? It can mimic a karmic relationship because there's a lot of physicality or physical attraction. There's a lot of chemistry here. It's really intense, hot and heavy between the two, okay? But this person's definitely worried about you breaking your heart and doing them wrong and leaving them for dead, okay? But their hopes are that this is the real deal, that this is actually divine, that you are what it is that they prayed for. And we got the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the freaking deck, y'all. What? Spiritual jackpot. Again with this divinity, or this duality here, okay? It's like a meeting in the middle. We've got the dice here, right? It's taking a risk on this and the wheel turning in your favor. God, source, universe coming in to back that up because it's fated, or something about it being destined. Four of Wands. This taking this to higher levels of commitment, this celebrating this union, this connection here. All right, you see these very free-spirited, okay, very happy, very celebratory. Okay, let's move on to the divine feminine. All right, masculines. We're spying on your feminine. Best and highest messages for spirit. Tell me about the feminine energy. How is this feminine showing up? How is the feminine showing up here in this connection? The Two of Coins. Yeah, getting priorities in order, okay? So masculine's actually pretty intuitive, the way they're picking up on this feminine's energy, okay? So they're showing up as trying to get priorities in order. So maybe this feminine's a little bit distracted. Okay, we've got the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck too, okay? So there's a little bit of mirroring energy going on. Yeah, Two of Swords. Tell me about this feminine. What's the feminine energy? The Tower. Masculine's pretty spot on about this. Okay, so yeah, this feminine could be distracted because of a Tower moment here. Okay, big life changes, epiphanies. Okay, and the Six of Swords. So yeah, this the masculine, or this feminine showing up as moving into calmer waters. Okay, after a Tower moment. Okay, so it could be some sort of like peace of mind, or moving into calmer seas here. All right, we've got the Queen of Wands and the Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck, okay? So remember, the masculine viewed the feminine as this Queen of Wands, okay? And she's showing up right here when I split the deck. So yeah, it could be the the feminine is being guarded. It kind of seems like it's both. Y'all are mirroring each other. All right, Spirit. Are y'all okay? All right, Spirit. That's nice messages here. Okay. All right, Spirit. Tell me about this feminine. How does this feminine view the masculine? How does this feminine view this masculine? The King of Coins. Feminine is looking at the masculine like they're solid, they're dependable, they're reliable. All right, they may be viewing this masculine as being stubborn. There's something about their maturity or their wisdom. Tell me about the King of Coins. Why does this feminine view this masculine as the King of Coins? The King of Cups is coming out too. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm hearing, must be love on the brain. Who sings that? Rihanna? Is that a Rihanna song? Must be love on the brain. So this is emotion and temperance. Death at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So yeah, feminine's looking at masculines being solid, dependable, reliable, grounded, successful. Maybe older. We've got this King of Cups showing up here. So this is about emotional intelligence, all right? Then we see temperance, which is about this balance, this harmony, the other half, okay? It's coming together, mending energies. It's about healing, or it can be very healing. Death at the bottom of the deck, okay? Very transformative. There's a need to let go of past energies, let go of past versions of yourself that are no longer serving you, especially when it comes to this connection, okay? All right, Spirit. Tell me about this feminine. How do they feel? How do they feel about this masculine? All right, we've got the Two of Cups, the Moon, and the Page of Cups. So this person feels about this masculine that this is a soulmate here, that this could be harmonized, that it could be equal. We've got the, what was it, the Moon? Okay, feminine's got a lot of emotions that they haven't expressed just yet, okay? So this person maybe wanted to express their emotions about this connection here. We've got the Page of Cups, and they also may want to give a love offer. They're waiting on a love offer. Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, see, there's some mirroring going on, but this person may be like being pessimistic about the situation. All right. Tell me about this divine feminine. How do they feel in their heart space for this masculine? The World. Like, this is time for a new cycle, okay? Triumphant completion. This is like destined. It's about fate. Y'all are mirroring each other. If this is resonating with you, y'all are mirroring each other. All right, Spirit. What's this person's intentions? What's this feminine's intentions for this masculine? What's their true intention, Spirit? What's their true intentions? All right. We've got the Magician, the Fool, the Seven of Cups, the Chariot, the Nine of Coins. Dang. And the Eight of Coins. Holy shenanigans. So they intend to manifest something here, okay? Powerhouse energy, right? This feminine feels like maybe they manifested this connection, all right? They intend on taking a blind leap of faith towards whatever this is, this new start, okay? Again, there's something very different about this connection. There's some sort of like major differences between you and this person, whether that's age, spiritual beliefs, race, background, economical class, all right? Put it where it fits, don't make it fit, but there's something very different about the two of you. All right, because there's a risk that's taken here. Thank you for the badge. Thank you for the badge. Hey, I'm sending all that love and light back to you times 10. Thank you, I am Kat Vincent. I appreciate that. All right, this person wants to invest, all right? They intend on putting forth time, love, energy, effort, and money into this. They're willing to pour into it, to nurture it, okay? What was it? We had the Eight of Coins, or the Chariot. And take this fast, passionate action towards this. Again, we saw the Chariot in the kitty cat deck, right? I think we saw it. Did we see it up here? I think that's where we started this other. Let me see. Yeah. I'm telling you, you're mirroring each other. This person's been injured before too, okay? They come from hurt, but they've made the decision, or they're deciding to get in the chariot and keep going anyway, right? This is a choice that was made. Again, with this duality, right? With this masculine, this feminine energy here. Okay. We've got the Hermit at the bottom of the deck, all right? So there's a lot of soul searching going on with this feminine too, okay? So something about, maybe you feel like this person ghosted you. Maybe this feminine is showing up as ghosting, but that's not what it is. She's going within to, it's like soul searching to find some sort of inner guidance here. Okay, isolating themselves, okay? That's another thing, y'all. You'll have to be careful in these divine connections. It's like you get excited and you'll go take a friend or your family members, and family members get all excited, right? Because you're talking and you're all happy and you're all giddy about this person. It's like, what the hell's going on with you, right? So they'll go check it out. Well, what's their Facebook? What's their Instagram? What's their socials? Because they want to come spy on too, right? They want to see what the big deal is, right? And then they go and they see, and then they start poisoning this person or poisoning you from something that could have been great, right? So you got to be careful about, there's something about being in isolation that's important. What do you want? What do you think? What do you feel? What do you see in this person? What is it that you feel when you're around this person without anybody else mucking it up here and in here, okay? Especially, do not ask somebody who wants to sleep with your ass opinion about this other person. If that's you, don't do that. Why would you do that? You're going to ask this person's, enemy about advice about what you need to do, So yeah, don't do that. Don't go ask somebody who wants to sleep with your ass. Maybe you're even picking up secretly they could possibly want to sleep with you. You don't ask them advice about this new person. Of course they're going to try to muck it up. Don't do that. All right, Spirit, highest messages here. How is this feminine taking action towards this masculine? How is this feminine taking action towards this masculine? We've got Death, the King of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Two of Wands. Okay. So feminine is like she's going through a transformation, okay? Taking action, she's really working towards releasing old versions of herself, okay? Going through a rebirth here, okay? So feminine's taking action in a state where they're a new person, okay? The old me's dead and gone, dead and gone. All right, we got the King of Swords. They're taking action and they're being serious, okay? This is very, they put a lot of thought into what it is that they're saying, the communication that it is that they're giving. All right, they've been very observant with the situation. They've been very patient, okay? It's very mature. It's very honorary card here. King of Swords, the upright. All right, we have the Six of Cups. All right, this person may be coming towards and expressing that something's ended. All right, so feminine could have ended something. They're coming in with this solid communication, this truth, this expression here, okay? That they feel like this is a past life soul connection here. Or there's a lot about reconciliation happening, all right? We've seen Temperance twice, and now we see the Six of Cups here in the feminine's energy. There's something about a reconciliation. So if you haven't been with this person in this lifetime, okay, then it could be speaking about that. If it's not that, maybe you've tried before with this person. Okay, I'm hearing something about a false start. Okay, so maybe it's just a really slow start and there's like a little bit of like in and out. Okay, then we have the Two of Wands. So this person's trying to figure out how to get from point. They're trying to figure out how to meet each other in the middle. A meeting in the middle. They're trying to meet each other in the middle here. That's incredible, y'all. Eight of Wands, the bottom of the date. A date. Somebody may want to date you. Somebody may need to go out on a date. But we got the Eight of Wands, okay? So this is about taking fast, passionate action towards what is like coming in hot like a tamale, okay? Coming in hot. Like a fajita. All right, Spirit. Best and highest messages here. What's this feminine's fears when it comes to this connection? What's this feminine's fears when it comes to this connection? Knight of Cups in reverse. Three of Cups. Two of Coins. And the Five of Coins. Dang, y'all. So their fears that this person's just a smooth talker, just gassing them up, telling them everything that they want to hear. Okay, that there's this person, this feminine's worried that this masculine's Cowboy Casanova. Okay, they telling everybody the things that they're telling that's this feminine. All right, they're afraid of this Three of Cups. They're afraid of third parties. They're afraid. They fear that other people are in the mix. That this person could possibly have a wandering eye. You know, again, this kind of seems like these two are still learning each other. Maybe even from a distance, you know, but there's some sort of like blockages that are showing up here, or delays or something like that. Or that's what it feels like. Okay, then we have the Five of Coins. All right, so this person fears that this other person, the feminine fears that the masculine doesn't see their worth. All right, or this feminine may fear that this masculine may get insecure about something, okay? Because there's something here about codependency, and somebody might possibly need to work on some sort of codependent behaviors or attachment styles, okay? All right, what about hopes? What is this feminine's hopes for this connection? What is this feminine's hopes for this connection? Justice. Queen of Cups. Queen of Coins. I got the Devil showing up here. The Hangman in reverse. And the King of Wands. I told you y'all were mirroring each other. Her hopes, divine feminine's hopes, is that they can express themselves, that they can be in their divine feminine energy, all right? That they can be a sweetheart around this person, that they can let their guard down, okay? Justice. So again, with this balance of energy, okay, very like karmic, or something about it being like balancing out, about being very lighthearted. You know, it's about truth and order. We had the Queen of Coins here as well. So this feminine is hoping that she can really invest into this connection. Okay, so maybe you're a divine feminine who wants to pour resources into your person, you know, so this person wants to make sure, they really hope that they can, you know, invest into this masculine the way that they want to. All right, we've got the Devil here. Okay, so there's a lot of obsession here. Okay, a lot with the codependency stuff. Okay, so I feel like both of these energies can get really obsessive about the other, about the person they're in a relationship with here. Okay, so yeah. This feminine showing up as being very obsessive about this masculine. All right, we've got the Hangman in reverse. All right, enlightenment has happened. Okay, this person hopes that this masculine can see things clearly, or that they feel like this masculine will has the right perspective on things, or something about the perspective of the masculine, about being enlightened, or seeing something true. Seeing something how it truly is, or something like that, okay? Then we have this King of Wands showing up here. So we got a lot of King and Queen of Wands showing up here, right? This feminine hopes that this masculine finds her as attractive as they find this masculine here, okay? Very magnetic, very alluring, all right? They also hope that just because that they get in this connection, that this masculine's going to still be some sort of go-getter, or some sort of visionary leader. All right, so there is, okay. There's a need for this feminine to allow this masculine to take the lead here, okay. And there's a need for this masculine to create safety emotionally for this feminine. Okay, does that make sense? In this specific reading. All right, we'll get a couple more love cards. Best and highest messages here. By the way, personals are open. I got one person on the line. I've got Krista for a love reading. CashApp, Venmo, PayPal at ladyleospiritual if you're interested. $11 for a mini, $22 for career, $33 for love, and $44 for extended. All right, Spirit, give me some tea here. Anything else that we need to know about this connection? Divine feminine, divine masculine. 1, 2, 3 on the clock is all coming together, like 1, 2, 3. All right. Change, yes. There's been major changes here. Okay, lots of transformation. All right. This connection is very changing, or something about it helping each other grow. Right. We have signs and synchronicities, coincidence, signal, hint, message from the universe. Okay, both of y'all may be getting signals or signs from the universe, seeing numbers, hearing songs, phrases. Okay, we've got new love. This could be a new love. All right, if you've been in this connection for a little while, this could just be this new phase that's happening in your relationship. All right, we have soulmate here as well. And read between the lines. So soulmate in between the lines. Twin flame, soul contract, soul connection, past lives. Right? There could be a soul recognition. Okay, y'all, that can be really intense. That can be like weird. In a good way, but it can be confusing too. Okay, so if you feel like you've had a past life, there's been some sort of soul recognition here. Like when you're around this person, they feel so familiar. You can't always put your finger on why. But it's like you've known them before, and you may have never met this person, you know, or you had never met this person when you felt that way. You know, when you first met them, you just felt like you're at home, or there's something very comfortable about the situation, or there's a familiar I can't say a familiarity there between the two of you. Thank you, Spirit. Between the lines, hidden, meaning, vague, speculate, and implicit. Okay, so yeah, there's something about needing to read between the lines here. Give me a few more, Spirit. Give me a few more. Best and highest messages here. That was the signs and synchronicities card. I picked it up and it got stuck there. So, regret. Someone doesn't want to be in regret about this, okay? So they may be worried about making the wrong choice. Or expressing themselves or saying too much. Something about regretting about saying. Somebody's afraid to put their heart on the line. They're terrified of it. Maybe it's both of you. Liquid courage. Bravery, confidence, intoxicated, odd behavior. Okay, so there may need to be some sort of icebreakers here between the two of you. All right, proposal, love offer, engagement, agreement, wish come true. Okay, so this person or you are seeing this person as a wish come true. They may want a family with you or something about family. Make sure the family or friends are not coming in between this connection. Okay, if you've already noticed you expressing some sort of happiness or joy or curiosity about this divine masculine or divine feminine, and you've got friends and family here acting all types of funky about it, stop sharing. Get your own eyes on it. Feel with your own feelings what's going on here. Okay, you need to be the one to make the decisions in this and quit listening to everybody else and their mama. All right, give me a few more. Give me a few more. Especially, y'all, if you're asking advice or you're showing people that have no business giving advice about love and relationships. You know? Because you notice that the people who hate on you the most, like, you wouldn't trade shoes with them if it was the last pair of shoes on earth. You know? You got to be careful who it is you're taking freaking advice from. We've got healing showing up here. Wounds improving, mending, and progress. Yeah, it could be very healing. All right, we've got 7-7 on the clock, too. Okay, it's lots about this spiritual jackpot, this something about, so I keep getting something about colors of the rainbow, colors of the wind, something about colors. Reconciliation, second chance, back together, I miss you, reunion, right? This person may want to say that they miss you, maybe you miss them. Yeah, someone's scared. Someone's afraid. They're terrified of this. All right. Somebody needs to face their fears. Don't be a coward. Hi, Jane. How you doing? Meant to be, fated meeting. Meant to be, destiny, predetermined encounter. Yeah, see, a fated meeting here. You were meant to cross paths with this person, and they were meant to cross paths with you. Home. Maybe you make somebody feel like there's something about this familiarity about this connection. Hi, Jane. Hi, Roxanne. How y'all doing? Single. Okay, so maybe y'all are showing up as single. Okay. Anything else? Give me a few more. Best and nice messages here, Spirit. Best and nice messages. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Okay. Anxiety. Anxiety, third party, and mask. Yeah, see, there's some fear and some anxiety about third parties and people wearing masks, not being truthful, okay? So if this sounds like this connection resonates with you, both parties, like I said, divine feminine needs to make sure that they are expressing themselves in a way that they need to reassure this masculine. This masculine's going to have to reassure this feminine. Okay, there's going to need to be like check-ins and things like that, right? Just because it's a divine connection, right? Doesn't necessarily mean that there's not challenges, right? Doesn't necessarily mean that there's not hardships or issues that arise, okay? So in this connection specifically, it's like y'all are mirroring each other. Both of y'all have been through betrayal in the past, betrayal trauma, okay? Both of y'all there's some sort of like codependent dynamic here, okay? It seems like both parties seem to get like they go all in their relationships. They invest a lot in their person, right? They get very obsessive with their connections, right? So there's important to make sure that there's being a lot of reassurance, that you are checking in with each other, okay? Whatever that looks like for you, right? Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Something bad happened to him. He wasn't in a dad visit. I couldn't sleep. Hold on. Let me go back up. Good day, Jane. Good day. I couldn't sleep. Some bad information came out today regarding my son. He's only 5 and 8 person. Oh my gosh, Roxanne. Hi, Carissa Joe. Something bad happened to him. He was in his dad's visiting. Oh. Love, you're definitely in my thoughts and prayers. That's so sad. I'll definitely be thinking about you, okay? Keep your thoughts positive. Keep your thoughts positive. Hi, Jacqueline. How you doing, Jacqueline? Anything else here, Spirit? Anything else here? All right, we've got roll the dice. Unexpected. Divine intervention. Romantic feelings. Magnetic connection. So this could have been an unexpected meeting, okay, or crossing of paths. All right, Spirit says roll the dice. It's worth taking the risk, taking some sort of leap of faith towards this. All right, yeah, divine intervention. Okay, this could have been very serendipitous. All right, a catalyst, supernatural, romantic feelings, and magnetic attraction. I told you, there's a lot. This is hot and heavy, right? There's a lot of mutual attraction, especially physically here, right? There's a lot of chemistry here, you know, and that could be like just the intensity of it all, right? Maybe you're not willing, you're one that's not, wasn't looking for something to commit to, you know, maybe this person wasn't looking for something to commit to, maybe y'all didn't mean to have a connection, right? But it's showing up as having a lot of potential here. Both of y'all want to come towards each other. There's a lot of hush-hush stuff and things that are left unsaid, things that haven't been spoken just yet. Y'all are still learning a lot about each other as well. All right. Okay, y'all. I hope that you found a message that resonates with you. Thank y'all for popping in and hanging out with me. If you caught the live, the replay will be posted to YouTube if you want to go back and watch it. And I do have personals open. I've got one in line for a love reading, Miss Krista. So I'm going to end this here. I'm going to stretch my legs. I'm going to check on all the kiddos, and then I'll get started with that, all right? Going to court tomorrow to address this. Thank you. Keep positive as much as possible. Oh, my gosh. You have to go to court for it? That's crazy, Roxanne. I'm so sorry you're having to deal with that. Like, that sounds like just a bunch of BS, especially when it comes to our children, right? That's something just in my experience so far. Having to be a single parent is like all the red tape that's there when it comes to our children. I'm like, are you serious? Like, I just want to go and do and make happen this and that, and like, and then there's shit that happens, and it's like, ugh, what is this? You know what I mean? And that's all I'm gonna say about that. In case somebody comes in here and wants to spy on my ass. Yeah, they still spying. Your exes are still spying on you. Okay, they're still missing you. Well, they miss the way that they miss your energy. They miss your essence. You've been through that, and now the other side keeps strong. We love you. Thank you so much, y'all. I know y'all have been so incredibly supportive, and y'all, I can understand y'all on a deeper level now. Not that I didn't, like I couldn't come a place of understanding before, but now I'm living it. And I'm like, no bueno. Okay, so I'm gonna get this posted. Like I said, by the way, y'all that are in here, if you're watching the replay, ladyleospiritual.com is back up and running. We're going full throttle. Okay, so I've got my personal services open. Private readings, those are pre-recorded, by the way. Okay, and it takes me a couple of days to get them out because you don't know who got one before you. Okay, so and I like to take my time, y'all. All right, I take a spiritual bath, I meditate, I put the card deck beside. Like, there's a whole lot that goes in before that you don't even see during the reading. Okay, so I like that. I take my time with those. I want it to be good. I have hex and curse removals available. Okay, so if you feel like you're going through heavy spiritual warfare, if you're feeling blockages, if you're experiencing bad shit in threes, you might need a hex and curse removal, and I can help you out with that. Okay, we can break those. I've got a energy cleansing. If you just feel like you need to cleanse your own energy just from other people just being in your energy a lot, or your business, whatever that looks like for you. I've got cord cutting. So if you feel like people won't get out of your energy, we're going to cut cords with them. Okay, we've got manifestation rituals if you need some extra energy to amp up success, money flowing in, opportunities, those sorts of things. I've got distance, holy fire, Reiki sessions if you're interested in that. I've got natal charts available if you want a natal chart to go over your placements and what that can mean for you, like a little bit more in depth of what sign means what and what placement means what. Okay, it's pretty affordable. What else did I have on there? And then I have some of my decks, like the one that y'all see me using all the time here, the Lady Leo Love Messages. If you check my stories, and I posted something like a reel that I did 3 years ago, that's where this deck started from. This Lady Leo Love Messages started off on just these little index, or these little blank tarot cards. So, and this is what it's turned into. So that's pretty cool. And y'all actually requested that. I would have never made my own deck had y'all not been requesting that all the time. Like, you should make your own deck. You should make your own deck so we can purchase it. So if you're interested in that, that's there. I also have the Starseed Situations deck available and the Connected and Protected deck on there. Now, those are pre-ordered, okay? They have to they have to get printed and sent to me, and then I activate them, and then I send them to you. So it takes a little while to get them. But I've heard really great things about them. They're good quality cards, too. Okay, like these are like going on 3 years old, and they're still like, even the sides of them aren't even messed up yet, y'all. So I mean, and they shuffle like butter. They shuffle good, you know. So anyway, if you're interested in that, those are on there as well. I think that's everything I have listed on my website. But anyway, yeah, that's up and going. And again, like I said, I got all my Lady Leo Spiritual stuff set back as Lady Leo Spiritual, except for my Facebook. And that's because I have to wait, like, I think I have another 50 days I have to wait till I can change my name back. So anyway, yay! You feel like you need all those? Christmas is coming. Maybe you can treat yourself for Christmas. All right, y'all. Hi, Craig. How you doing, Craig? Hi, Kavithra. How you doing, Kavithra? All right, y'all, let me get this posted. I'm going to go check on everybody, stretch my legs, take my pee break, and I'll be back, all right? I love you, I love you, I love you, Star Seeds. Till next time, love and light.